Hey guys, so I want to do a quick PSA before we start this video. Basically, I wanted to talk about why I didn't do any art in Aruba, even though I packed all my art supplies in that video that I will link above as well as below, because I still think what I packed was pretty smart of me to pack. The only thing that I apparently left in Florida was the desire to actually create something. And it wasn't that the atmosphere didn't lend itself to art or creativity, because Aruba is gorgeous. I'll be inserting clips in this video for you guys to see just how gorgeous if you've never been or if you've never seen any pictures. It was just, I desperately needed to not do anything. I literally spent my whole time in Aruba pretty much on the beach or by the pool, in a lounge chair or in the water reading, because reading is one of my other favorite hobbies. I don't get to do it at home much, unfortunately. I'm trying to fix that, but as of right now, it's not something I do. So the only time I really get to relax is when I'm on vacation, so I'm not working my full-time job and I'm not making 2 videos a week for you guys. So that also made leaving for vacation very difficult. The 2 or 3 weeks leading up to that week I was gone, I was really busy trying to plan out how I was going to record and film 2 additional videos so that they would go live while I was away. And that's why I didn't do any art in Aruba. I did get reference videos mostly, not so many pictures, but I will be taking images from those videos, and I'm going to show you guys how to kind of pick good reference photos from videos you took, just because sometimes it's nice to have a video because you have multiple options. I think that'll be very helpful to you guys, because this video is going to be all about prepping for a painting. And I do want to do, I think I want to do a traditional painting, 1 or 2, but I think the first one I do is going to be digital, and I'll explain why in a minute. But I just wanted to let you guys know that it's okay to not feel like you want to create even when you're at your most peaceful. That's fine. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to be on vacation and truly be on vacation. And even when I got home, I was not feeling doing an art piece with the videos and the footage I took in Aruba. So I didn't film a video of me doing it. That's why you're getting this video right now. You know, it's important to take care of yourself. That's what I'm trying to push. That's what I'm still learning. I say it and I don't do it, which isn't good. But without further ado, I am going to take you through kind of like a prepping process to, you know, pick the reference photos you want, do some thumbnails, do some, I guess, work before you actually do the piece so that it goes a bit smoother. Let's get to it. So here we are, nice and cozy by my computer. I'm gonna go through some of the clips I took in Aruba and pick out, I guess, little screenshots from the video that I think would make good compositions. I'm no expert at composition. I won't pretend I am, but I do know some things, so I will be going based off of the limited knowledge that I have. Comment down below what you think, if any of the clips inspire you, and I'll talk a bit about what I was doing and where I was at that time, so you guys can kind of, you know, figure out what was happening on this trip. All right, let's go. So this first little clip was when I was on Baby Beach. It was the Tuesday that I was there, and this isn't the only clip I took. Sorry about how fast it goes. So I'm only going to show you part of this clip just because, you know, there's people here. It's not, obviously the way I placed it on the lounge chair wasn't great. We're still at Baby Beach. We rented these little chippies. They call them chippies, which is basically, it's like a tent with lounge chairs underneath them for the day. And I propped up my phone because, again, I didn't really have a good camera that I felt comfortable leaving out. You can see how pretty it is. Unfortunately, I think these clips from Baby Beach aren't going to be useful. I may take a look back at the other clip that I had showed you just to see about maybe using that. But yeah, I mean, I left this phone here for 26 minutes at this horrible angle. I wish I had seen what I had done before I did that, but you know, you live and you learn. So going back to that first clip I had, there's less people in the water, and you can easily get rid of like these people in a painting, you know? Like, this isn't a bad painting picture at all. And as I said, we can easily get rid of the people that are in the middle of it. Quality isn't bad. So I'm gonna take a screenshot. And unlike the video I had shown you guys before, where I had put the phone propped up on the lounge chair, you can see the horizon line is pretty much straight. You don't want a horizon line that's doing this or this, like, unless there's, you know, mountains or something. But if you have a straight horizon line, it should be straight. It should not be wonky. Now, here is another gorgeous photo that you can possibly do. We can get, again, you can paint out the people. The water is clear blue. You have very nice cloud situation going on in the background. I'm not gonna take a screenshot just yet. I wanna see what else I see. But basically I had taken my phone into the water with me. Baby Beach is a very beautiful beach. You can walk straight out. You don't even have to know how to swim very well. There's no deep end unless you go past the buoys, but you're not supposed to. So it's a very nice beach. I highly recommend it if you go to Aruba. Now this video I took, and I took out the sound because I was on a walk with my mom, so I was talking. But we were walking on the beach that's right next to where we were staying, and it is an overcast day, as you can see. This is the 23rd of August, so it was our third or fourth day there. The way I'm holding the camera and everything, it's not great. So I'm not like too keen on what I'm seeing here. The horizon line again is not straight, so I think we're gonna move on. But learn from me in the sense that you should be careful with how you take your reference images and your videos, because clearly I wasn't paying attention. I was having a conversation with my mom, but you know, this would have been a beautiful painting if I had just paid attention a little bit. So this video, I don't know if I'm gonna get anything from it, but we were on a boat to go scuba diving. And I'm gonna just turn off the sound because it's a bit much, but we were on a boat to go scuba diving, very close to losing my phone. It's very windy in Aruba, very, very pretty. If I had had a GoPro, I would have taken it with me, but basically it was open bar, free bar. I mean, the bar was included in the price of the excursion. It was nice, you know, getting to be on a boat. It was really something special. I mean, this isn't my first time, but this was my first time not scuba diving, snorkeling. I kept saying scuba diving, we went snorkeling, and it was nice. I had a great time. I don't really think there's much in the way of painting. All right, here we're on the beach again. Yeah, see, I'm slanting it again, which I could kick myself for doing that. All right, here we go. I'm straightened out. I finally straightened out my video. All right, here we go. So here, I think, is a very interesting composition. I'll probably take several screenshots of this video and compile them into one painting if I were to do a big painting, because I really like the sailboat, and I like that it's not exactly centered. The eye is drawn to it. Like, if that sailboat wasn't there, I feel like the painting would be a little boring. So luckily we have the sailboat there. It's off to the side. I love the wave kind of curving into the land, but I definitely think the earlier part of this small clip here would be a perfect painting. And I think that's probably what I'm gonna end up going with. And oh, we have one more clip. This time I'm happier with how I set up the camera on the lounge chair. This was at the beach by the hotel, and I like the lounge chairs. Again, it kind of gives it some perspective. I would probably paint the people out of the picture, as well as that's an oil rig on the left bottom hand side of the screen. But I would probably keep these chairs. I do love the sky. The sky is gorgeous. But our last day, that's pretty much it. That's all the film I have for you guys. Oh, never mind. This was the view from our balcony, and I think it would be great. I just don't know if I'd want the cars and stuff. I mean, maybe. I mean, I would obviously paint over the people. I don't think it's a bad composition. It's just, and it's definitely interesting. I mean, you have the trees, the cars, building here, but I don't know. I'm one of those people that really just loves the beach. I would love a painting of the beach. So I have a couple screenshots I took from that one clip with the sailboat that I think would be perfect for a drawing or a painting. rather, a bigger painting. As I said, I might combine two of them because in one of them I kind of like the position of where the boat is, the lighting, and where the water comes up on the sand. This is something you can do. You can easily take inspiration from multiple reference photos, and in fact that's how you make something, especially if the reference photos aren't your own, that's how you make something original. So this first image I have here is from Baby Beach. It's not speaking to me too much. I mean, obviously if I wanted to paint this I would paint out the people, but that's about it, and I don't think it's as interesting as with the sailboat. So let's look at something else. All right, so this image is probably the closest to what I would want to paint. I do have another image where I like the water better, another screenshot, but obviously we will not keep this bit in, paint over that. But let me bring up, so I really like the boat. The clouds are very nice here. The lighting's not bad over here. I like the contrast between, like, you have this dark space here, darker because there's probably a cloud above, and then I like that it's lighter here. But I think I might combine it. I mean, here's another good picture. I would obviously paint over the people, try to straighten that horizon out, line out a little bit. You can see it's kind of slanted. Again, we have our sailboat, but I like how the water is. It kind of is like a curvature. I think it's definitely more interesting in that sense. Again, from that same video, I would just straighten out the horizon line as best as I can, paint that woman out. I love the water here, but I think I like it better in the other image, and also the horizon line isn't as wonky in that other image. And then we have this one, which I actually think out of all of them I like the most. I like how the water is here. It's interesting. I wonder how this, like if I took sailboat and put it over here with we'll have to do some comps. All right, guys. So I think our next step is to put together some small comps. This is just some rough sketches. I'm gonna do them digitally on my iPad. Let's see what we can come up with. One of the good things about doing your comps digitally is that you have a lot of wiggle room, which is why I am doing them digitally. And basically what I want to do is get a brush, and I'm just gonna do it in blue because it's gonna have a lot of blue in it. And I'm just gonna pick a pencil. And what I'm going to, alright, so what I'm basically gonna do is draw a couple of squares because this is supposed to kind of mimic your composition. And you can, I already know because this is a landscape that I want a landscape. Obviously it's more gonna be like a rectangle. Obviously these rectangles don't have perfect. That's actually not half bad. So what I'm gonna do is select it, and I mean, you should do as many as you need to. We'll see how many I want to do. I'll put 4 on this canvas for now. Again, they're not supposed to be anything fancy. This is purely you looking at a composition, possibly looking at some colors and how they work together. But otherwise, it's purely meant to be, composition. So I'm looking at this first image, which I'm gonna pop on the screen here. As I said, I really like the boat. I like the lighting contrast here. I'm not too crazy about how the water looks where it hits the shore. So as it is, can I have something where this is sand, kind of like this buffer zone here that's like where the water is kind of, actually make this smaller, where the water is still kind of rough from the wave. And you kind of have this lighter like turquoisey area, and then you have the darker teal color, and then a little bit of like a dark blue before you hit the sky. And we have some cloud situations here. And I'm not too crazy about how the clouds look in this image, so maybe in another composition we'll steal, and obviously these aren't how the clouds actually look. I'm kind of just estimating here kind of what I'm seeing, and just kind of, again, just seeing how things look. And then over here we have our sailboat kind of thing. I know it doesn't really look like a sailboat, but that's one sort of image that we could go with. Things I really like about this image is I like, as I said, the coloring. I think I really like the sailboat being on this side where like everything's converging. So let's look, and I'll pop this image on the screen. So in this one, I'm still gonna draw the sailboat on the other side because I might like that better. But let's see. So in this one, you kind of have the wet sand going off that way, and we have some water still kind of creeping up here, and it kind of just tapers off. And you have like a wave situation going on here, and you kind of have the blue turquoisey water, and there's more like changing color in this water, like kind of have like the darker blue seeping into some of the lighter pockets, which I actually kind of like. Have horizon line, and we have our boat with the ship sailboat there. And again, I'm not too crazy about the clouds in this composition, and I think this was a little bit bigger, a little bit. Already, I kind of like how the water looks in this one a bit more. I think it adds more dimension. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these two boxes. I already see things in this thumbnail sketch, it's another way to call it, that I like more than I like on this one. So I'll take this, I'm gonna merge those two together. I'm gonna take this portion. Okay, why are we doing this to me today? Okay, take this, duplicate, and move that here, and I can already see some changes that I want to make. I want to first see how this looks over here, but then I feel like this is too busy. I mean, yes, this draws your eye over here, but I don't know if I like that better or that better. All right, you guys tell me down in the comments, number 3 or number 2. Do you like the ship in the left corner, I mean the left hand side of the screen, or do you like it in the, all right, because I'm not sure. But now we have to decide on clouds. So I found the clouds that I want to steal, and they're actually from my footage at Baby Beach. And I know these are at 2 different places, but as I said, we're going to be combining some footage here. So I think, which one, like maybe the clouds will help decide. Okay, so I'm going to draw the clouds kind of in these 2 drawings, and again, tell me in the comments, do you like 2 or 3? And while you're down there telling me that, consider giving this video a like. It lets me know you like these kinds of videos, and consider subscribing to the channel, because obviously there's going to be a part 2 to this. I am definitely going to share with you guys the process of creating this painting, and I would really like your feedback. I would love your input, because this is going to be my first major piece that I'm going to end up making. I don't know how long it's going to take me. It might take me a month. It might take me a couple months. Who knows? But I do want you guys involved, and that will make it even more special. So clouds wise, I'll be honest, I think I'm leaning towards number 2, but the clouds might change our decision. And this is from Baby Beach. Completely different beach, but that's okay. This is not meant to be a direct copy of whatever we're doing. Just taking inspiration from several sources. And I'm only gonna draw these clouds once because I like these clouds, so I'll probably copy and paste them into the other other thumbnail sketch I had. I want an eraser for some reason. And the other thing I'm gonna do is I mean, obviously I want your guys' feedback on the whole thing, but I'm also going to probably ask my father which one he thinks is a better composition, because as I said, he also kind of has an eye for these things because he also paints. And this definitely doesn't look exactly like the cloud I'm looking at, but again, that's not supposed to be exact. Rough sketch. I think I need a little balance over here. Just a small cloud. As I said, I'm just gonna cut paste. I'm actually gonna say maybe I don't like, maybe see what that looks like. I like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys like the clouds from this one. I don't know. I'll do this as number 1. And you know what? In the comments, tell me what aspects you like of each thumbnail, because I'm having some difficulty. Also, as I said, consult my father, see what he thinks. And I mean, I definitely like the water in these 2 more than this one. This one I feel like is too, I mean, even though it is curvy, it's a little linear. Or I think this one has more dynamic curves. But you tell me what you guys think. And I think we're gonna wrap it up here. That's it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I'll see you here Wednesday. All right, have a good day.